Hello, my friends. I hope you're doing well. This video is being recorded live, and I'm so excited because today I am here to show you a new item that is in our shop. I am so thrilled about this. I've been working on this for quite a while, and I wanted to offer a new planner option. And this is our first ever introduction of a sewn bound planner in our shop. And this is a great alternative to those because if you know anything about Tonya plans, I typically sell ring bound products. So ring bound means, like, here's an example of a ring bound planner. These are planners where you can use rings and you can put planner pages in and out, and it provides a lot of flexibility because you can switch your planner pages as much as you like. But there is an audience out there that prefers planners that are without rings or without disc or without coils, because when you open it and write with it, it's an unobstructed, you don't have anything obstructing you from writing on your planner pages. So that's why I created the sewn bound planner here as another option. So as you know, all the things in my shop you can save with discount promo code TanyaPlans20. So this planner, it is made of a textured material here, and this material does not rip or tear. So I'm going to get in really close because I want to make sure that you can see the details of this cover and the quality of it. There's a texture there. It's very professional looking. This is the spine and this is the back, which is plain, and the logo here is in a gold deboss right there. So with this planner, one great thing about it, let me just show you all the features. This comes with two ribbons here, and these ribbons, I wanted to make sure that they were made long enough so that when you open the planner, a lot of people open the planner like this. They go over diagonally and then open it. And a lot of planners out there, I've done a lot of research on these planners, these ribbons are too short. So it makes you have to open it here, which can be sometimes difficult if you're trying to open it too, and there's a lot of pages on the top. So these ribbons are long enough where you can go diagonal and open the planner, okay? So that's one thing that I wanted to show you. The cover is, like I said, is non-tearable, and it's a sturdy, flexible cover. So let me just quickly go through here and show you some of the features of this planner. You have a cover page here, and your first page is a dot grid page. This page can be used as a table of contents because the planner is numbered. So if you write notes in your planner, let's say you had a doctor, you're on the phone with the doctor, you're writing down notes. You don't have to keep flipping through your planner to try to find those notes because the pages are numbered. So what you can do here is have a table of contents and put, page number 76, meeting with doctor. And that way you can easily find important information in your planner. Also, this page can be used for different purposes, and that's why I didn't put a title on it. Some people would like to put their favorite quote here, or a family photo, or they may want to use it to do a drawing. And there are lots of creative ways you can, use the first page of your planner, but I wanted to keep that flexible here. So the first page is dot grid. Then you have two annual calendars here. Then you have the semi-annual calendars in a vertical format. Now this is a great way. I used to use this to keep track of my workouts and my weight. And how it works is, you have each month here, January, February, and March, so on and so forth. You have the days of the week and the date. I'm trying to make sure that focuses, and the date. And that way you can see all the information across 6 months in one place. I like to use this for tracking womanly things, and I also like I like this format for tracking my social media stats. So I try to keep up with that, and this is just a great place to see everything in one place. But a lot of people use this in different ways. I've seen people use these formats and this is the next 6 months, July through December. I've seen people log how many pages a day they read. So there are lots of ways to use this, but the benefit is that you can see the entire year across, or the entire half of year across one spread. So next we get into these pages where you have each month over here and then lines. And you can use this to write goals, like if there are things that you want to accomplish in a certain month. I've also used this sometimes for bills because some of my bills are just due once a year. Like I live in Virginia, and in our area, our personal property tax is only due once a year in July. So our car personal property tax, I might put here, June, so I don't forget to pay it. But there are different ways that you can use these formats as well. But a lot of times I end up putting goals here. For example, this year I have a goal. I'm trying to get on other social media platforms, specifically one that starts with a T. I don't want to say the name on here, but it's been difficult because I'm a one-woman show, and that's one of my goals for this year. So I'll likely put that on these pages, and how I plan to achieve that goal. So we have, hey, hi, I see someone on. Hello, thank you for watching. Thank you so much. Thank you. So this page is for your goals. If you would like to write down a goal and how you plan to achieve it, you have space to write your goals here. And here is a bucket list. So if there's something that you've always wanted to do, you should put that down. You should write that somewhere. So here's a place where you can write down your dreams and desires. Perhaps you've always wanted to travel to a certain place. You can write that here on your bucket list. And this is where this would live. So also you have a place here for your favorite quotes. I love quotes. I love especially inspirational quotes. When I read books, I tend to highlight great quotes in books. So your favorite quotes can go here. And over here is a place where you can put down books to be read. A lot of times people will recommend a book, and you just need a place to put that. So that can go here on this spread. You might have a goal to read a self-improvement book this year or something like that. I tend to read a bunch of junk, honestly. The books I read have no educational value whatsoever. I know this is off subject. I actually have an interest in reading paranormal romance. So there's no self-help information in there. But and here, so moving on, here is a place where you can write down books you have read. So this is where that will go. You can write down the name of the title and the author. And here's a section for your ratings. So let's say you go see just a great movie that you don't want to forget. We want to write it here, and you have a spot where you can shade in the number of stars you give it out of 5. So you can write down the name of the movie here and what you thought of it. Because, life goes so fast. So we want to take a moment to write down those things that was, fun and helpful in your life. So that's what this is for. You don't have to just use it for movies. You can use it for if you go see a show. You can use it to rate your books, or maybe you're binge watching a series, and you can write down what your thoughts are about it here. Oh, yes, I see a comment there. Yes, I have checked out that author. I've read several of her books. I love her. Hey, my friend. So here is a section on gift ideas. So when people mention to you something that they need, this is the place where you can write it down. Like I know sometimes my husband will mention something, and then oh, I need a new pair of slippers. And he's just mentioning it, not thinking anything about it. Well, this is a place to actually write that down so that when it is gift giving time, you can come here and refer to this page and say, oh yeah, he did mention he need this. So it's just as a place where you can write this. And then on this page is a place to log the gifts that you gave and the gifts that you received. And because, like I said, life goes so fast, and a lot of times we consume things, use it for a little while, and throw it to the side. I just hate the idea of that, but this is a place where you can write down and look back and appreciate something that someone has given you, or appreciate the fact that you gave something to someone else, so that we, just don't, this is just a way to not feel wasteful when people give and receive gifts. So this page is for automobiles. So to keep track of here you can keep track of your automobile oil changes, your tire rotations, and your other vehicle maintenance. You can write in the date you had your oil changed, and the description, and what your mileage was, and how much it cost. And here's a section to write in when your next car inspection is due, which is something I tend to forget about until the last minute. So here's a space in your planner where you can write down your car maintenance information. My car is 20 years old. It's probably time for a new one, but a lot of times I'll get something fixed and they'll go, oh yeah, you need this fixed. And I'm like, man, I could have swore I just had that fixed. So this is a place I can go and say, you know what, I did get the radiator fixed. Is that still included under your warranty? So this is a great place to keep all your vehicle maintenance. Here's a place for dinner ideas. So when you can't think of what to cook, you go here and look at your list. So the idea here is you write down things that you and your family like to eat. And then when you can't think of what to cook, this is the list that you would refer to. On this page is where you can write down your ideal cleaning schedule, things that you would like to keep clean daily, weekly, monthly, and annually. Then you have a section down here if you want to clean something at other intervals, like maybe every other day or twice a week. You can write that down here. So this is your ideal cleaning schedule. If time permitted, this is ideally what you would like to keep clean and when. Over here is a place where you can write down routines. What is your ideal morning routine? So when you write down these ideal things, it helps you when you're doing your actual planning, because you can refer back to these pages and incorporate these things in your planning. And I'll be doing videos on how I use this planner. But you can write routines here. And you can also write here your ideal week. Okay, so how, like with time blocking, how would this look for your ideal week? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on and so forth. So you can just map out how you want your week to go ideally. Again, so when you're doing your planning each week, you can come back here and say, oh, you know what, if time permits, I want to make sure that I get in some reading time, because that's something I like to do. And you'll be reminded of that because you've mapped it out on your ideal week. So here are your habit trackers. You have a habit tracker for each month. So you'll have the month written here, and then oops, I hit the camera, and then the days of the week, and the days of the week here with the numbers. And the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, are shaded in gray. So if you plan to get more serious about walking every day, you can write walking here and keep track of it. And then you can come here and see at a glance, how well did you do at that? It's a nice visual to see if you're keeping up with the habits that you want to keep up with. Hey, Jasmine Plant, hello, hello. Yeah, this is a B6 size. It is a great size. I'm going to show you that with the ruler in a minute. This size is not too big and not too small. And when you incorporate this with not having rings, that means when you write on the page, your hand isn't hitting against coils. It's not hitting against disc. So you can write all the way over here to the corner, right? So let's say this is my Zebra Sarasa pen. I love this pen, my favorite pen. If you're writing over here, you don't have to worry about any obstruction in the middle. So that's the beauty of a sewn bound planner. No obstructions. You can write comfortably across the entire page. And with it being sewn bound, it can lie flat. Now you may have to lightly press it a little bit, because this paper, let me talk about the paper. This is 120 GSM paper. A lot of B6 notebooks and notebooks like this, I did a lot of research. They use a lighter, thinner paper, and that paper is fine. But some people use very inky ink pens, and excuse me, and they don't like ghosting on the other side. With this planner, with this type of paper, you should have almost no ghosting and definitely no bleed through. Okay, this is 120 GSM paper. It's thick, but not too thick where you're like, you're not turning something super thick, but it's a really good weight paper. The paper is bright white. Okay, so that's great because if you like to use stickers or dots, or I don't know if you're into minimalistic planning, I'm a little bit more on the minimalistic side. I like a little decoration, but not a lot. This is perfect for that because you can decorate and get different kits and different stickers, and it's not competing with other things already on the planner page. Okay, if you know what I'm saying. So that's why I like this paper here. And I'm gonna show you me right, while I'm talking about the planner. Well, I'll show you this in a minute. This is as soon as I got this planner in the shop, I broke it open and started writing in it because I was like, oh, this is great. Oh, and I'm gonna try it out. But I want to just show you how it does not bleed on the other side. Now, of course, if you have a super inky ink pen like a Sharpie with lots of ink, it may bleed through, but an average ink pen, you won't see any. See, what I'm trying to show you is I wrote on this side, right? And what do you see? You can't see it. So if that's something that you like, this is maybe the type of paper for you. So let me just show you how the monthly spread looks. This is a 2024 planner, but I gave you December on the planner pages in case you wanted to start using it early. You don't, have to, of course, but so it goes from December 2023 through December 2024. And on these planners, so you have a month spread across 2 pages, and you have light lines going across so that you can keep your handwriting straight. A lot of times when these blocks are blank, your handwriting tends to go crooked. So this is something to kind of keep your handwriting straight. It includes moon phases and holidays on here, and there's a section over here in the notes where you can write in different things. And let me just show you real quickly how I've used that side. So here I have some bills that are coming up in this month. So I wrote them over here on the side because I don't pay these bills all the time. This subscription renews annually, and so I don't want to forget about it. So I just put it over here so that I'll remember that these bills are going to come out this month, and honestly, I got to make sure I have enough money in the account. So that's how I use this side. And my mother does that too. My mother, when she uses a planner, she puts the bills due for the entire month on the side. So some people use it that way. Some people decorate over here. Some people use to-do lists and things like that. So let's keep moving. So the format is you'll get a monthly spread like this, and then you'll get a weekly spread. Now, the significance of this planner too is that you get both weekly and daily planner pages. These are how your weekly planner pages look. They are dated. They have you have a column over here where you can write a to-do list. You have the little weather symbols up here. How cute is that? So that you can plan out the weather for the week. So when I plan for the week in advance, I get out my cell phone, and I write in what the weather is going to be. Then if I know I have something planned that day, I can just easily say, oh, wait, it's going to rain that day. I need to leave early because I know traffic is going to be worse than normal and things like that. But the weather really does help you plan your day. So you can just shade in the weather for that day. And I'll be doing videos showing how I use the planner. But I think it was really helpful to have the weather across here. This weekly format goes from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Now, if you need extended hours, I got you. I'm going to show you on the daily pages here where the times go from 5 a.m. to 12 a.m. midnight. Yes, 12 a.m. midnight. So if you need more hours, you got that on the daily planner pages. So you have both weekly planner pages like this, and you have daily planner pages. That's why she's a chunky monkey, y'all. I'm gonna show you the measurements in a minute. She is chunky because I gave you everything in this planner. Also, I want to note that Saturday and Sunday has its own column. A lot of planners like this make Saturday and Sunday share a column. And some people have busy Saturday and Sundays. I mean, not everyone works Monday through Friday, and some people need their Saturday and Sundays on a separate column. You have that with this planner. So you have, I hope, everything you need. When I finish showing you this, hopefully in your mind, I'm checking all of the boxes in your head. So that's how it works. So you have your weekly planner pages, then you go to a monthly. Then you have your weekly planner pages, then you have your monthly, okay? Excuse me. So we're going to skip through all these because this is the same until it gets to the daily planner pages. So when you look at the planner, about this much of it is, probably a little less, are weekly planner pages, okay? That's how many weekly planner pages you get. With dailies, I wanted to make sure you have enough. And I think I overdid it. When it arrived in the shop, I hadn't seen it before it arrived, because with this planner, I honestly did not order a sample. I was just so sure of what I wanted from the manufacturer. I was like, I want this, and I was really thinking. But anyway, these are how many daily planner pages you get. So you get an ample amount. But I realized through my years of planning that most people need a weekly schedule, but most people don't need a daily dated planner every day, because every day is not as busy. Every day is different. So you can always use, these are dated, but your dailies are undated to give you the flexibility to say, you know what, I have a busy day coming up tomorrow. Let me map out how my day is going to go. So how this format works, your daily pages, you have a space where you can write in the date. Then this is where you have your time blocking. You can do this, like I said, from 5 a.m. to midnight. And then you have 3 sections for to-do lists. Let me show you how I use this in the planner I actually use. And I was experimenting with some different colors last night, so excuse that stuff over there. But you see here, you write in your date. If you want, you can write in the day of the week. If you have an appointment, write it in there. You can do time block and draw your lines if you like, so you can see visually how your day is going to go. And I use these 3 sections for work, personal, and business. And I have a little to-do list for all of them. And and like I said, what's great is use the dailies when you need the dailies. If you don't need the dailies, no worries. They're not dated, so you won't feel like, because if you get dated dailies, I felt like I was wasting planner pages, because every day I wasn't using a daily. So I think having an undated daily is great. And of course, you can go through here. If you want a dated daily, you can go through here and just number, and go ahead and date the dailies if you like. And then finally, in the back, after your daily planner pages, you have dot grid pages. Oh, isn't this wonderful? Because if you want, you can journal on these, or you can use these for note taking. Let's say you're in a meeting. Oh, let me, go ahead and take some notes. And again, you don't have to worry about the sections, because the pages are dated. You can simply say on your table of contents in the beginning, well, on page 300, work assignment, set up new account number. So you can always refer to note anything in your planner because the pages are dated. So these dot grids, I love them for journaling, for taking notes. You can do a little drawing, you can do a little mind mapping, all types of things there. So you have quite a bit of dot grid pages. It goes from about here to here. That's how thick it is, your notes pages. Then back here, you have a blood pressure log. If you need to keep track of your blood pressure, this is where you can write it. You go to the doctor every now and then, you might just want to keep up with it. You can jot it down here. And here is a medical contact list. A lot of times people are on medications. My husband, he, has health challenges, and it's good to have your medications written down, I think. So if there's an emergency, maybe a loved one can open your planner and be like, oh yeah, she takes these medications. And the paramedics may, you know, appreciate that information. And here where you have a space to write in 3 of your main medical contact doctor information. And then we have on the last page an emergency contact list where this is, you know, who to contact in case of an emergency. You can have space for 3 people there. There's a space here for notes, and that is the end. So totally, this is 576 pages, and like I said, she's a chunky monkey. Let me show you the ruler here. So B6, I found that a lot of people, I'm from the United States. I'm in the United States, but I ship worldwide. And I found a lot of people inside the United States isn't sure what the word B6 means, B6 size. And people that tend to be more worldly know what B6 means. But so it's approximately 5 inches by 7 inches, okay? And she is a little chunky monkey. I'm giving you a lot here. It's about 1.5 inches thick, okay? 1.5 inches thick. But you have everything you need here. So let me show you. I also sell in my shop a B6 cover. And this is, oh, I love this cover. This B6 cover, this wasn't really meant to go with it, but I know some people may want to see how will it look in here. So I wanted to show you that. This B6 cover is made of a full grain leather. It's that real thick leather. And this type of leather patinas over time. So patina means that it's going to show its character over time. Now, that means you're going to see scratches and scuffs, okay? When you touch it over time, you're going to see that the leather darkens. And in fact, let me just quickly show you how one I've been using looks after time. So this, when you get it new, it's light like this because it's brand new, but over time, look how that darkens. Isn't that beautiful though? I love that look, that worn look, that classic leather look. But notice the character, and I've been rough with this. I take it in and out my tote bag. I throw it in the back seat of the car. I do a lot with this. But if you don't have a tolerance, some people have a tolerance for this, some people don't. If you don't like that, this isn't for you. But if you love this look like I do, this will show its character over time. It's a natural leather, meaning it's not dyed, okay? So it comes with these 3 ribbons here with the leather tags on the end here. And this one has 4 elastics here, okay? And you have a pocket here and a pocket here. But it has 4 elastics, so potentially you could put 4 smaller notebooks in this B6 cover. And you see your 2 elasticized pin loops here, okay? So let me just show you how this would look. Because she is a little chunky girl, I'm going to use 2 elastic straps and slide this in here. Okay, so once I put her in, I'm sliding her this way, okay, because she's a chunky monkey. And when I close her, there's 2 snaps on this, by the way. It looks like this, okay. She's tight, and you'll see this, okay. This book wasn't made for this cover, but if you did want to get the cover with it, you can. But you will see this, okay? All right, well, I think I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to show you guys. I'm looking for, oh, someone said they love a chunky monkey. I like chunky monkey too. Oh, look, I ordered my B set. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you very, very much for the kind comments. You guys are so nice to me. Love you so much. So I just wanted to show you guys this, and please let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Again, I ship worldwide. You can use discount code TonyaPlans20 to save. And again, I'm available if you have any questions. If there was something that you have a question about and I didn't cover, feel free to ask me, okay? So thank you guys so much. This is Tonya, helping you feel more organized so this can be your best year yet. Take care.